Most cat owners believe they're taking great care of their pets. But according to animal behavior experts, some of the most common things people do every day can slowly harm their cats without them even realizing it. And the uncomfortable truth, almost all of these habits feel completely normal. In fact, millions of loving cat owners do them daily. But over time, these small actions can damage your cat's trust, their health, and even their sense of safety inside their own home. Today we're going to talk about 6 everyday things that may be hurting your cat far more than you think. And the last one is something nearly every cat owner does out of love, but it might actually be the most harmful of them all. 1. Yelling at your cat when they make a mistake. Picture this. You walk into the kitchen and see your cat pushing something off the counter. Before you even think, you shout their name. Most of us have done it. It feels like the natural reaction. But inside your cat's mind, something very different is happening. Cats don't connect actions and consequences the same way humans do. Instead of learning, I shouldn't do that, they often learn something else entirely. They learn that the person they trust can suddenly become loud and unpredictable. Research published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior has shown that cats exposed to frequent yelling display higher stress levels and are more likely to develop behavioral issues like hiding, aggression, and avoiding the litter box. So while you're trying to correct them, your cat may simply be learning to fear you, and slowly, that can weaken the bond between you. Think about it for a moment. If someone shouted at you randomly throughout the day, how comfortable would you feel around them? For your cat, it feels very similar. 2. Never giving them the chance to hunt. When was the last time your cat truly chased something? Not just watching a fly from across the room, actually stalking, chasing, and pouncing. For many indoor cats, the answer might be days or even weeks. And that's a problem. Cats are natural predators. Their brains are designed around a specific sequence of stalk, chase, pounce, capture, and eat. When that natural cycle never happens, their mental stimulation disappears. Studies in feline behavior research show that cats who lack interactive play are more likely to experience obesity, aggression, excessive grooming, and even depression-like behaviors. That quiet cat who sleeps all day may not actually be relaxed. They might simply be bored and mentally understimulated. The good news is that the solution is simple. Just 10 to 15 minutes of interactive play each day with a toy that mimics prey movement can dramatically improve your cat's mood, energy, and confidence. You may even see a completely different side of your cat appear. 3. Feeding only dry food. Here's something many owners never realize. Your cat's body wasn't designed to rely heavily on drinking water. That's because their wild ancestors got most of their hydration directly from the animals they hunted. In nature, prey contains a large amount of moisture, but dry kibble usually contains very little. When a cat eats only dry food, they may live in a constant state of mild dehydration. And because cats naturally don't feel a strong urge to drink water, many owners never notice. Veterinary research has shown that cats eating moisture-rich diets tend to consume significantly more total water than cats fed only dry food. Over many years, chronic dehydration can place extra strain on the kidneys and urinary system, and kidney disease is one of the most common health problems in older cats. Fortunately, helping your cat stay hydrated doesn't require a drastic change. Even adding wet food occasionally or mixing it with dry food can make a meaningful difference. It's a small adjustment that can support their long-term health. 4. Petting them in places they don't enjoy. Have you ever been gently petting your cat when suddenly they bite or swipe at your hand? It can feel confusing. One moment they seemed relaxed, and the next they're irritated. But often the problem isn't the affection, it's the location. Cats have extremely sensitive skin, filled with nerve endings. Some areas of their body can quickly become overstimulated during petting. Behavior studies have found that many cats respond most positively when touched around the cheeks, under the chin, and near the base of the ears. But areas like the belly or lower back near the tail can trigger stress much faster. That famous moment when a cat rolls over and shows their belly, it usually isn't an invitation for a belly rub. It's a display of trust. And when we immediately reach for the belly, we sometimes overwhelm them without realizing it. Learning your cat's preferred touch zones can make a huge difference. Gentle strokes around the head and cheeks often keep the experience enjoyable for much longer. 5. Hiding the litter box in an isolated place. Take a moment and think about where your cat's litter box is right now. Is it tucked away behind appliances, hidden in a dark laundry room, or placed in a quiet corner where nobody ever goes? While that may seem convenient for us, it may not feel safe for your cat. When cats use the litter box, they are in one of their most vulnerable positions. Instinctively, they prefer locations where they can see their surroundings and escape if necessary. A cramped corner with only one exit can trigger stress. Behavior research has shown that litter box placement is one of the major factors connected to elimination problems in cats. Sometimes a cat that stops using the box isn't being difficult. They might simply feel unsafe in that location. There's also another guideline many owners don't know. Behaviorists often recommend the N-1 rule. That means one litter box per cat plus one extra. Providing multiple options can greatly reduce stress and territorial tension between cats. 6. Leaving them alone for long periods. Many people believe cats don't mind being alone. They're often described as independent animals that don't need much social interaction. But modern research suggests something very different. Studies have found that cats can form strong emotional attachments to their owners, similar to the attachment seen in dogs and even human infants. That means your presence actually matters more than many people think. When cats spend very long periods alone, some begin to show signs of anxiety, overgrooming, appetite changes, or withdrawn behavior. But because cats tend to suffer quietly, these signs are easy to miss. They don't bark or cry loudly. Instead, they simply become more distant. The reality is that your cat notices when you're gone, and they notice when you return. You don't need to spend every moment at home. But small things can make a big difference. Leaving toys out, providing window views, rotating enrichment activities, and spending a few minutes actively interacting with them when you get home can strengthen your bond in powerful ways. Because to your cat, you're not just another part of the house. You're the center of their world, and they just want to know you're coming back.